Another signing. I don't know what's going on. Wolves have signed two midfielders in the space of 24 hours, basically. I was literally doing a video yesterday on Mario Lemina. Check that out if you want to. And now Joao Gomez looks like he's coming in. Literally have no idea who this guy is. If I'm being totally honest with you, I didn't know who this guy was until about an hour ago. But yeah, it's really weird. Don't I'm happy about it. Wolves signing a young midfielder, I'm always happy about. He's a good age at 21, about to turn 22, played in a decent league for a while now. The only thing I find weird about this, right, is look, I'm all for Wolves getting midfielders. I was speaking about it with Lamina. If you look at our midfielders right now, Conor Ronan doesn't count. We've got five midfielders. Bubakar's injured. Hodge, who knows? And then Neves and Matthias and Matinho are all leaving in the summer. So that's why the Lamina thing made sense. But to go and sign Joao Gomez as well, it's interesting. Because when you look at his numbers on FBref, shout out FBref, by the way, these are compared to leagues that are non-top five. So this is like championship and all that stuff. But he's literally the same as Lamina. Again, I've never watched this guy in my life. I'm not claiming to be an expert on this guy. Go and read some Brazilian journalist stuff. But it's a guy that's got jack defence numbers, dribbles, he's pretty neat on the ball, but does nothing going forward and isn't particularly creative or good in the air. This is Mario Lemina's numbers. They're the same. They are literally the same. It's so weird. But look, buying a player out of Brazil is always a bit techie. If you look at the most expensive exports out of Brazil, it's either like they've gone on to be one of the best players in the world or they're terrible, right? So the fee we're paying for Joao Gomez is apparently like 18 million or something. So that would make him like the 20th most expensive signing out of Brazil. If you look at this list, Paulinho, woeful. Everton, woeful. Gerson, woeful. Pato, woeful. Bernard, terrible. Renier, terrible. There's so many L's on this list. But equally, Bruno Guimaraes for 20 mil, brilliant deal. Renan Lodi's had a pretty good career so far. I know Arthur Melo's not great, but he's probably worth that 30 mil. Oscar had a good career before. Obviously, went to China. Gabriel Jesus, Lucas Paquetá, Lucas Moura, Vinicius, Neymar. It feels like a very hit or miss league. But look, I have no issue with Wolves doing this. We're going to lose three midfielders in the summer. Buying a guy out of a decent league who's got decent underlying numbers. And look, with Lopetegui, it's kind of hard to speak about this because I have no idea what Lopetegui's plan is with this midfield. He's been here a month and a half and he's played a back three. He's played a 4-4-2. He's played a 4-2-3-1. He's played a 4-3-3. So I don't know what Lopetegui wants. Does he want a number 10? Does he just want a load of defence midfielders? Does he want an 8? I don't know what Lopetegui wants. None of us do. Does he want a midfield 3? I'd assume he wants a midfield 3 for buying Lamina and Joao Gomez. But the things I like about this, look, I'm no expert on him again, so I'm not going to claim to be. But the things I like about it, it's a new market. It's actually depth. I like the fact Wolves are going into the Brazilian market. Why not? We never do it. I like the fact Wolves are kind of opening up and not just buying players out of the Portuguese league. That's not me being Brexity or anything, but I like the fact we're expanding our horizons, or at least it feels like it anyway. And the thing about buying him in January as well is, look, he could just be a Gerson or an Everton or something. He could be terrible, but at least now we're buying him in January. We do have midfield depth now with Lamina and stuff, so we can just. This gives Lopetegui 6 months to look at Joao Gomez. It gives him 6 months to look at him before next season and go, either I rate this kid and I want to keep him around, or then we can just fuck him off if he's shit. You know what I mean? I don't think there's really any downsides to this. Obviously, the fee's a little bit high, I guess, but it gives Lopetegui a couple of months to assess him, and it's depth, and he's a good age, and it's a good profile. I still think it's a bit weird. I'm happy with signing two midfielders. I don't really get how it makes sense, formation-wise or anything, but yeah, I don't think there's anything much to moan about, and I don't really have much to say, to be honest. I've never watched the guy play, and none of us have, and it's just one of those that he'll either hit and be brilliant or he'll be terrible and gone in 6 months. But I'm for it, man. But yeah, I'm not really going to say any more than that because I don't want to claim to be an expert on one I'm not. I just think it's really interesting the fact we're buying two midfielders in Lamina and Joao Gomez who basically profile the same but at just different ages. I think that's crazy. But it does scream Nunes or Neves leaving, but we all knew that anyway, and at least Wolves are preparing. And it does feel like the club are changing in the direction they're going in. Sorry, I was just scrolling through Twitter on my phone. Agreement struck between PSG and Wolves for the transfer of Pablo Sarabia. God, we're busy, man. So Joao Gomez is coming in and Pablo Sarabia. Okay. That's distracting me. But yeah, anyway, that's all I've got to say on this, to be honest. I don't know anything about Joao Gomez, but he profiles pretty well. It's Wolves exploring a new market, and it's depth. and it's not my money, so who cares if I'm spending 17 million on him? It's a bit of a risk, but fuck it. Every Brazilian journalist on Twitter is twerking for him, so I'm down for it. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out the Lamina video; it's probably a lot more interesting than this. So yeah, subscribe, like, yeah, peace.